All right, good morning. Good morning. Committee on Parole is reconvening at Raymond LaGorde Correctional Center. It's 10:30 a.m. on November 6, 2025. Good morning, Warden. Would you and your staff introduce yourself for the record?
Yes, ma'am. Deputy Warden Stephen Dorhorn.
Raven Heath classification.
Goes aboard on records.
It's everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And we have before us Mr. Parker. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
My name is Patrick Young Parker. My DOC number is 3859992.
Right, yes, sir. So that's what I have. So let me tell you what I got and you tell me if it's accurate. You're classified as a second felony offender. You're currently serving a 70-year sentence, having been sentenced in April of 2012 in Ascension Parish for 2 counts of manslaughter. Your parole eligibility date was May 28, 2024, and you have a good time release date in January of 2055. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Your case has been assigned to Mr. Freeman. I'm going to turn it over to him.
Okay, Mr. Parker, tell me, what did you do to get yourself put into this situation, and why do you think we should consider paroling you today?
Situation was a bad situation, and I take full responsibility for my actions. And but I just, I've been trying to better myself every day since I've been here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, tell me a little bit. I mean, what happened? Tell me what caused.
I was a trauma victim. December 11 of 1999, I was shot in the neck. And I didn't know it at the time that I was suffering from PTSD. And I was in a relationship, and the relationship was rocky. And I guess, things went bad, and I made a wrong decision, a decision that I regret every day. And I strive every day how to do things different, And not just the way I live. I get up every morning. I start my day off with prayer, and I strive to help other inmates not make the decision that I made to cause me to be here. So I try to do the best that I can and continue to.
Okay, we'll get more detail because I'm gonna have some questions for you during our interview. Warden, what can you tell us about Mr. Parker?
Yes, sir, Mr. Pete. You'll notice in his conduct, he did start out pretty rocky when he first came back into DOC in 2012. But you did see a change in his behavior around 2019 was one of the last write-ups he did get. And you'll see that he began engaging in some different programming from living in balance to cage your rage. And he has applied himself. He even took a couple of courses for forklift and whatnot. So he did obtain some classes and some trades. So you can really see that he does want to try to make a change and better himself. And he's only a pre-release tutor as well for us at the facility. So he's doing good.
Okay, thank you very much, Warden. Okay, now I'm gonna state the people that are here to speak on his behalf. Kerry Myers with the Louisiana Parole Project. Arian Crandall is here but will not be speaking on Zoom. Alicia Phillips' aunt is here, will be speaking on Zoom. Jerry Phillips' cousin is on Zoom, and Eleanor Phillips, the mother, also wishes to speak and is on Zoom. So let's go with you first, Mr. Myers.
Yes, good morning, Kerry Myers with Louisiana Parole Project. I'm here to let the board know that we've accepted Mr. Parker as a client in our program. We've as the warden said, we've watched Mr. Parker's record over the last 6 years. You can actually see the change. You can see the light went on. He hasn't had a write-up in 6 years. In 2023, perseverance, he earned his GED. He continues. He's taken victim impact. He's in AANA. He's completed Malachi Dad's Boys to Men, living in balance, anger management, thinking for a change. You can see that's where the maturity has come in, and that's why Parole Project is here supporting him today. We know that he's served right now at approximately 25 years, and he is his current age at 48. He's kind of in a sweet spot for both employment and giving back to his community. He has a long-term residence plan. Parole Project, while he's in transitional programming and housing, will help him become proficient. I say master, I haven't mastered technology yet. Become proficient in technology, financial management, consumer skills, social norms. He'll meet with our social workers and have a full evaluation for any recommendations toward any substance abuse treatment or any trauma-related counseling that he needs. So we understand that he was denied at his last hearing, but he's continued to move forward. He's continued to progress, and we believe Mr. Parker has made significant strides. And should this board grant him Parole Project, we'll be happy to take him as a client.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Myers. Okay, next we'll hear from Alicia Phillips, your aunt. What you want us to know about Mr. Parker, Ms. Phillips?
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good.
Patrick's my nephew, and I visited him last weekend at the prison, and we talked a lot. And I don't think, but by talking to him, I think he ready for rehabilitation into society. He been at 24 years. He hadn't gotten in any trouble, and he been doing some things in prison since he's been in prison, not getting in trouble, but trying to prepare himself for when he do come back out into society. And I think his mind is on the right path now. We had a long conversation, long talk, and I think he's ready to come out in society. And he got family to support him and to keep up with him and stuff like that. A nephew that's going to help him get a job and lead him through the way. He's been in jail a long time. So he's going to have that support behind him. And we there for him. And he talked to me about the other side with the victims. He's sorry for what all happened. And I myself, I know the families, and I empathize for them, and I have sympathy for them. I really do, heartfully, I do. But with Patrick, I think Pat is ready to come out into society and do the right things.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Next, we'll have Eleanor Phillips, your mother.
Is she on the phone? Speaking. All right. Ms. Phillips?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Well, we have you on the phone. What would you like us to know?
I would like y'all to know that Patrick has really changed his life. I think he deserves such a change. Here to help him to do what needs to be done. And just think he deserves a change.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to go to those that are here in opposition. We have Shaquille Babin, victim's son. We have Quintrice Bell, victim's daughter. She will be speaking. Quindacia Bell, victim's daughter. Paula Bell, victim's mother. I'm gonna just say Miss Babin, victim's daughter, who will be speaking. Andrea Landry, victim's sister, and Linda Sewell, victim's sister. So y'all decide who wants to go first and go to the podium, please.
Would I be able to speak on behalf of Patrick Park? This is
Who's there?
Jared Phillip.
Didn't have you down to speak, but yes, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. This,
Oh, wait, no, you'd be number 4. We don't allow but 3. Correct?
Right.
So, no, that's it. That's the rules for both sides. So, go ahead, ma'am, introduce yourself and tell us what you want us to know.
I'm Patrice Bell, Patrice's younger daughter. I'm gonna start off by saying, no, his family think he deserves a second chance. But what about us? We don't get that second chance. We'll never get that second chance. And I'm not speaking for them. I don't know how they feel. But as far as me, my mom, and my sister, we'll never get that second chance. Our kids can't see their grandma. They don't know who their grandma is. I barely know who my mother is. They say he's been in here for 24 years. It's not 24. It haven't been 24. I just turned 24 October 13th. I was 2 years old when he took our mother away from us. So it hasn't been 24 years. And from becoming the adult I am today, saying sorry don't change nothing. When you say you're sorry to something, you think you make that mistake and, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get out. No, that don't change anything. That don't change what you've done. It was a mistake, a bad one. Yes, it was. And I think he should own up to it and just let it be.
Okay.
Our minds will never change. It's not gonna never change. We hurt. All these classes and all that he going through, hey, who wouldn't do it to try to get out? But you're only 48. You got more than enough time to continue to do what you was doing. You still got life behind you. Who says you wouldn't get out and do the same thing? You're a changed person in front of the law. You're a changed person in front of the people who you need to be in front of to get out. But when you get out, who says you will do what you're saying you're doing? Or what you will do, should I say? It's not right. And we just, if you want to do us that favor, just do us that favor and just stay where you at. Because every time we have to come sit up in here, it hurts. Every time we have to take off our job, it hurts. Every time we have to think about how we was raised and how we had to live the life that we're living now without parents, it hurt. It's not something that you could just look back and like, oh, it happened. So forget about it. You can't forget about stuff like that. I damn sure don't forget about stuff like that. I don't. So like I said, if anybody wants to do us a favor, stay where you at. That's the only thing I'm asking. Stay where you at. It's no good to be let loose. Like we gonna forever be hurt.
Yes, ma'am.
He got a mama. He got an auntie. He got cousins. He got that. His mama was on the phone speaking for him. You think our mama could stand up here and speak for herself? No. Whether your relationship bad or not, still don't give you the right to do what you did. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And I don't know. You're next, okay.
Good morning, I'm the daughter of Albert Landry, and I just want to say that Patrick should stay where he at, because his family still, we talk to him, go see him, but I can't see my dad. My kids can't see my dad, my siblings can't see our dad, or his sister, or his parents can't see him. And I just feel like Patrick should just stay where he at. I heard every day, my dad can't see me, but he haven't seen me grow up to be the one that I am now. So I just want to say he should get a second chance.
Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate y'all coming.
Thank you.
Okay, Patrick, let's get down to some questioning. Okay, your relationship with with the victim. It was very rocky, huh? You had several domestic violence charges against you?
I didn't have several domestic violence charges against me. It's just I wasn't saying that it was rock, the relationship was rock. I wasn't the one always calling the police, and I wasn't always the aggressor. You know,
Okay.
understanding out the situation, it is what it is right now.
Okay. So were you arrested 7 times for domestic violence?
Yeah, I didn't really recall.
That's what the pre-parole says. You were arrested 7 different times for domestic violence against the same victim. Okay, what about the Blue Walters? I asked you to go to Blue Walters. You decided not to go. Why?
I never refused Blue Waters. You told me I needed intensive substance abuse. I've taken NAA and I've taken Living in Balance.
Yeah, but we got a paper says that you could decline Blue Walters, and I know I specifically said Blue Walters. Why?
I don't recall signing the paper saying.
You didn't have to sign it. We were here in this hearing room, and I recommended that you go to Blue Walters because I thought you had a bad drug problem, and I thought you needed the help. But obviously, you thought you knew better, and you just went to Living in Balance.
No,
Okay. Your medium custody and fair work history. Warden, is there any particular reason? We don't see that often. Medium custody and fair work history. Usually that means y'all had some problems.
He did have some disciplinary issues, you know, early on, like I mentioned earlier. Like I tell you, what is on that? But he hasn't presented any issues disciplinary wise, and like you said, about the last 6 years or so.
Okay, so you think that's why it just stayed like that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then my other question is, I'm looking and maybe I missed it, but I see no victim classes. Did you take any victim classes?
yeah, I took victim impact.
Okay, what did you get from victim impact? I don't list.
No, it's here. 2023.
Okay, what you got out of victim impact?
Victim impact, I got to see the side of the victims, and I take full responsibility for my actions, and I see the pain that I've caused them, and I regret the decision that I made that day. And since then, I've been trying to better myself every day. You know what I'm saying? Making better decisions. And you know, I try to live one day at a time and try to better myself.
Okay, and you also were shot, right? When they got there, you was found shot in a chair?
Yes, sir.
Who shot you?
Yes, I was moving fast and
Who shot you? That's what I'm asking.
shot myself.
Shot yourself, okay. All right, I have no further questions.
I got a question. You said you had a rocky relationship. So what about Mr. Landry? What was your relationship with him? Why was he shot?
Yeah, I guess in the past, way before this happened, me and him we had an altercation that occurred. And I guess when I went that night, I didn't really go down for the hurt or harm nobody. I really was going through a PTSD phase, I guess. And I really went there to see Quintrice. And just to hear them talk, you know, and to see how I impacted their life, I really regret it. You know, every day that I get up every day and it's before me every day. So I understand the way they feel, you know what I'm saying? I understand why they feel the way they feel. but I'm not the same person I was. Every day I wake up today, I keep God in front of me. I have a relationship with Jesus. So, you know, I want to ask for their forgiveness because I feel like it'll be too much to ask for. You know, and I take full responsibility for my actions. But every day from this, since I've accepted Jesus in my life, I strive to be a better man. And I strive to help the inmates around me, you know. So I'm not just, it ain't just changed before this board. It's my life. I have changed, not the same person.
I understand that, but my question was, why did you shoot Mr. Landry? You didn't answer my question. You said an altercation. What was your altercation about? How long ago was it? Or was he just someone you just decided to shoot on the way out? That's what I'm getting at. What was your problem with Mr. Landry? Why did he have to get shot?
I guess it just was, you know, situation that happened and
What's the situation? What happened?
fast
Why?
forward.
I want to know why he was shot. If you're not gonna tell me, that's fine too, but I would like to know why Mr. Landry was shot. You already told us why.
We had past words in the past, and me and him may never see eye to eye. So, you know, by him being there at that time, and I never really had a friendship type of relationship with him. I was really going over there to see my daughter, which is Quintrine's. I had asked to take blood tests to see if she was my daughter at the time. They didn't give me a blood test until I was in Angola. You know, I had been asking all this time to make sure she was my daughter. If she was my daughter, then it was good. You know, I was trying to be there in her life. I really do still love her, and I understand how she feels. And I just lost it, you know.
All right, thank you.
Let me ask, Mr. Parker, you mentioned living in balance. Did you complete both phases?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because my record didn't indicate an end date on phase 2. That's all I got.
Okay.
All right, I don't see any other questions, Mr. Parker, so I think we're ready to vote. Mr. Friedman.
Parker, I'm glad you're doing better, but you still hadn't served but 21 years of a 70-year sentence, which really isn't enough for one victim, much less two. So, and right now, my vote is going to be to deny and law enforcement and victim opposition. Hopefully, you'll stay on this same path. Good luck to you.
I also vote to deny for the exact same reasons as Mr. Freeman, but I would add a recommendation to complete the victim accountability letter writing class and to complete the Blue Walters that was told to you at the last hearing.
All right, I do agree, Mr. Parker, based on the strong opposition you see today. I'm so happy that the warden says you kind of started turning the corner in 2019. Thank you for your work that you're doing as a pre-release tutor. We all think you have a little more work to do, so, you know, stay the course. We'll see you again. Today your parole's been denied, sir.
Thank you.